good, guys? It's your girl, Faith, and welcome back to Faith Facts, where we talk about music, pop culture, and a whole bunch of other stuff. But it's a new year, guys! Happy New Year! It is 2022, and I am so ready to start this new year. But first, we should take a look back on what we did in 2021 and see where we can go from there. So, let's change this up a little bit. Okay, that's better. Happy New Year, guys! Woo! We'll just pretend this says 2022. Well, anyway, let's go over some of the great things that have happened this year, including everything going on with Faith Facts. Guys, we have made it to over 200 subscribers, and I couldn't be more happy to have all you guys here just watching me ramble about random stuff all year, and I'm so happy that we're friends. You know, we're pals, right? A whole ball. We're pals. As everyone does at the beginning of every year, I set some goals for 2021, so I thought I should review some of them before we go into the next year. One of my big goals was to read 7 fiction books and 7 nonfiction books throughout the year, whether it was for school or not. In the end, I read about 13 books, which were about 6 that were nonfiction, and about 5, maybe 6, a little more, 7, 8 that were fiction. Most of the nonfictions were actually by myself, which weren't for school, which I really loved that. I'm trying to take up some more nonfiction books, because, you know, usually like fiction, but this year a lot of fiction books came in with school. I mean, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, a bunch of Shakespeare plays, which I guess is historical fiction. But I learned so much from reading them, and if you guys are thinking about adding a New Year's resolution to your list this year, definitely add a reading goal. It really helps you kind of focus on what you want to do, and it helps expand intellect. Like, I know so many more words after reading Shakespeare. One of my other goals was to improve my mile time through running track at school. Because my track team was kind of in a weird state of limbo since 2020 with the pandemic, I decided to start running on my own. And I did not keep that up very long. At the beginning of the year, my mile time was about 9 minutes, and the last time that I did go running, which was in October, I ran about an 8-minute mile, so we're making a little bit of progress, a little bit. Before the pandemic, I could run like a 6:30 mile, so I really need to improve on that this year and set a good regimen for that. Another big goal that I had was to go to Disney World, which my parents did not have that goal, and we did not go to Disney World. But this year, spent a lot of time inside, just like last year. But it was a bit different. Like, instead of going just to the store for groceries or to the pharmacy or maybe walking around by myself at the park, I went to school for a good chunk of the school year. And it was so nice seeing all of my friends there and saying hello and just interacting with people who aren't my parents. But it's also kind of weird because gotta wear masks and still stay socially distanced. So hopefully there's like I just like hanging out with my friends. One other metric that we can use to measure how much we've changed throughout this year is by looking at our Spotify Wrapped, or our music streaming platform's year-in review thing, or whatever. My Spotify Wrapped is extremely weird, because Spotify for me almost never works. Like, you know how on Spotify it says that you get 30 minutes of music for free and then an ad every 30 minutes? Well, for me, that's more like every 2 songs, so every 6 minutes. So I tend not to use Spotify that much, and I tend just to look up music videos on YouTube. But when I do use Spotify, I have a weird music taste. My number 1 listened to song this year was Suit and Tie by Justin Timberlake and Jay-Z. And I think probably the only reason that is so is because I got stuck on the bus one day a couple months ago and there was no internet. And that was the last song that I was listening to. So it just played on repeat and repeat and repeat for almost an hour. I think I usually listen to Spotify when I'm trying to hype myself up, like when I'm running or when I just need some type of pick-me-up. And Sweetie's music is pretty high energy, so it gets the job done. And then this is my top 5 songs. So, judge me in the comments. I listen to all of my podcasts on Spotify. And by all podcasts, I mean one. And it's this one. It's very, very, very specific podcast. So, that's my Spotify rap. So, like I said, judge me in the comments. I feel we should do a little compilation of some of my favorite YouTube videos while I play this. I learned how to play that New Year's Eve song on my recorder, so let's see if I actually remember how to do this. I just want to say Happy New Year. I hope you make 2022 the best year of your entire life. I will see you next Sunday when we talk about the movie Free Guy. Or maybe a rom-com. Still not sure. And I will see you later. Bye.